We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots
and the Washington football team.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Second and 10. Newton again. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Pick up on the play of 54 yards. First down, New England.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Tyrann Mathieu on the
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Coming up on second and 7.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Jackson got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Jackson. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. From the gun, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Washington football team. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. That's taken on the 25. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 67 yards.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 28-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 64 yards. They give it off here to the tight end. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Not able to go anywhere that time, 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Let's go, D.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
33-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Well, a good job shifting right, finding his target, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. From the gun, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will be out of bounds on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. Trying to lay. It got his man. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for distress.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A first throw for the backup Jackson. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Caught out left side by Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, not going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Now Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back, unsuccessfully.
On for the field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Washington.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
46 to Mike. Come on. Hey, switch gears.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Allen. That one is caught by Hunt. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Allen off the play fake. Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton is going to find his running back. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Patriots.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
And to give this time to the tailback. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Throwing on first down is Allen. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch the pass. Let's go, let's go. 91 is the Mike 91.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. From 17 yards out. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Some might say that he's got looked at in and absorbed the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. And he was unable to on that attempt.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. The 40, 30, past the 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Check hot. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now this time, an interception return for another score. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Patriots 33, Washington 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Throwing again, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Jackson now to throw on third down. He's going to go for a bit. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Patriots 40. Washington 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on third. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
It's 2nd and 10.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that'll be incomplete. Allen took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Tackle made by Chase Young.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Cam's going to run on the option, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Rose. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability...
And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They run the option on 2nd down. And, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
3rd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jackson going to run. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And the Patriot first down. Today's final score, Patriots
Because it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.